you guys, we're going to talk about Pause and Effect. That is my skincare line that I developed with a leading cosmetic chemist. We did it for midlife skin. Midlife skin starts like late 30s, right? So I founded a company called the Menopause Store, really focusing on women's health and an advocate for women's health. And then it sort of morphed into me creating this Pause and Effect brand. And we'll talk all about that. I am so happy to be here with you today because this line is very, very personal to me. So at a certain point, so many of us will look in the mirror, and I'm looking in a mirror right now, right? Looking in a mirror, and I'll say, wait, I feel like myself on the inside. My skin is not quite matching how I feel. My skin isn't keeping up. It's duller, it's less bouncy, it's less comfortable. And I feel like it's suddenly the products that we've used since we were in our 30s forever just doesn't seem to be doing enough, right? So it's not doing enough. So that's why I created Pause and Effect. The thing about Pause and Effect, it's a super easy 5-step routine. Super easy. Skincare that is simple, specifically made for midlife skin. So I want you guys to think about this. There are those Korean skincare lines out there that there's like 15, 20 steps. Mine are 4 steps in the morning and 4 steps at night. That's it. And you can actually get it down to 3 steps in the morning. So I love that. Nothing complicating, nothing intimidating, nothing that you have to really change up that much. Just 5 beautiful high-end luxury products that work together. We're going to cleanse together. We're going to treat together. We're going to moisturize. We're going to comfort and refresh your skin. So the skincare is really, like I said, simple and made for midlife skin. What I think is important to know now is that you guys can go ahead and buy right here from the app. You guys can go ahead and get everything you need right here on the carousel. The first product we're going to talk about though is cleansing. But before we get there, I want you guys to think about a really easy way for this collection. The collection is, you've got your cleanser, right? You're going to use that every single, usually night. You can skip morning if you cleanse your face at night. Then you're going to have your serum. You're going to have your daytime cream, which is a moisturizer. You're going to have your nighttime moisturizer, which is extra thick and like a treatment. And then you're going to have your eye serum, of course. So that's it. 5 simple steps. So we're going to start here from the beginning. So simple routine. And the very first one is my Hit Restart. My Hit Restart is my cream cleanser. Cream cleanser is really important for menopausal skin because as you age, your skin gets a little more sensitive. So let me go ahead and find that product. There's your cream cleanser right there. So we're going to put your cream cleanser in there. This is my cream cleanser. And I'm going to show you the box. Boom, right here. So cream cleanser. So we're going to start with Hit Restart. This is your cream cleanser, and I love the name Hit Restart because that's exactly what we're doing, right? We are restarting. We're going with a fresh start. It's not any harsh. It's not stripping. It doesn't have that squeaky clean feeling. Because I remember growing up, we would want squeaky clean skin. That's just doing nothing more than stripping the barrier of your skin, right? It actually makes your skin have to go into recovery mode. And that's when you start seeing acne, dry patches, texture changes. So this is super, super gentle for all skin types. So, midlife skin has to be treated gently. Let's just keep that in mind, really gently. It's creamy, it's soft. Let me show you. It comes in a plastic jar, and I did that on purpose. So if you want to have it in the shower, I've got another one in the shower. Here, I'll show you. Walking into the shower, gang, live. Here's my other one, right? So I keep a second one in the shower. So they're on purpose, they're done in a plastic bottle. And the reason we do that is in case you bring it in the shower and it falls on the ground, which kind of it does. So you've got a simple pump. One pump is going to give you a lot, enough that you're going to get this really beautiful creamy texture. And you can see when I hold it up, there's tiny little exfoliants in there. And we've done that specifically for a reason. And the reason is that as your skin ages, as you get a little bit older, it doesn't turn over. So you've got the dead skin cells on top and it doesn't turn over. So we need that exfoliant to help your skin turn over. Now I'll use a wet washcloth and just sort of wipe that off after I've cleansed, and you can clean right over your eyelids. You don't have to worry about that. I mean, it feels like you shouldn't be able to because there's a little exfoliant in there, but you can. It's gentle enough to use even if you have contacts, and it's also gentle enough to use morning and night. Let's just say you're going to do it at night. That's fine. You can skip the morning. You can use just water if you want them. It is your cleanser. It's your first step in the morning if you're deciding to cleanse, or at night it's your first step, right? It leaves your skin feeling super well cared for. It feels soft, and because you're working with that skin turnover, Everything else that you put on your skin, whether it's from me or anybody else, it is going to absorb it better. It's going to behave better. Otherwise, you're laying product on skin that is dull and lifeless and doesn't have anywhere to go, right? So that's the Hit Restart. Now, it's $39, so it is my most affordable option in the entire collection. Really simple when we're talking about the system. Right here, number one on the box, it is your cream cleanser. It tells you exactly how to use it, and it goes on to tell you the hero ingredients. So we've got all the ingredients that are gonna make up that perfect skincare cream cleanser for midlife skin. You're also gonna see here that it's hormone free, because a lot of my skincare, you're gonna hear me saying all the time, it's for estrogen depleted skin. Trust me on this one. Once you're, even within the first 5 years of menopause, your estrogen level drops so significantly that your collagen level drops 30%. Important. But a lot of you wanted something that was hormone free. This is what that is. It is also going to be science backed. It is vegan and cruelty free. No testing on animals. It's sulfate and paraben free. So that's good for everybody's skin. And it's woman founded. That's me. I'm the woman. So it gives you everything you need to know about it in this box. But then you've got your pump. The pump comes separately in the box. I squished them in there together because I wanted you to have a pump that you could have at home, but it also comes with a separate black cap that you can get water on that. You're massaging it in. And this is the beginning of your team. We're starting over. We're hit and restart. So once your skin is clean and comfortable, then we go to our next step. And our next step is actually a serum. So the serum is great. It's my Plump It Up serum. And we'll go ahead and put that Plump It Up serum up next. The Plump It Up serum is going to be your step 2, Plump It Up. So this is the product that I think of as the bounce step, right? It's your bounce. So here it is. It comes in a dropper bottle, so it's really easy to figure out what your measurement is. How much you need to use is just a couple drops. A bottle like this, oh, by the way, cleanser should last you minimum of 60 days. The serum, again, you're using it morning after your cleansing and evening after your cleansing. Even though you're using it twice a day, it's going to last you about 60 days. So let me show you the consistency. So this is the product, like I said, it's the bounce step. It's what gives your skin that bounce back. Serum is lighter than a cream, so you can see it's almost got this gel-like consistency. You'll only use a few drops. So it goes underneath your moisturizer. All serums do, so a couple little drops, and that's going to be enough for your entire face. You can go ahead, and I like to pat that in and push it in, kind of roll your fingers and pat it in, and you're going to get that all over. You're going to use it up on your neck, and anything that's left over, I always use on the back of my hands. So this is also going to go under your night cream. So day cream and night cream, moisturizer, that's where your serum comes in. Think of it as that layer that really gives your skin that extra support before you seal it in with moisture. That's what serums are. Serums are always the workhorse. Plump It Up is helping the skin look smoother. It's helping the skin feel more cushiony, because as we age, we lose that cushion. We lose sort of that little fatty layer that you see in babies' faces. I love that. And the other deal is that it gives you those fine lines and wrinkles. It will plump those out and kind of push those out. I think you're going to love that. I think you're going to really find that this is going to make a big difference. This is all 5-star rated on other shopping platforms, and it's at $79. $79 will last you at least 60 days. You're going to have all your ingredients on the back. It's all listed there. And then again, on the back of the box, you will have step 2. You'll have all of your active ingredients. And so the ingredients deck, for those of you who follow along on ingredients, it's got all those classic anti-aging things, but we put them all together. So you don't have to do multiple steps. So this is sort of like your all-purpose, your all-in-one, and it's all done here in this. It's an amazing serum for you. So that's going to be your serum. And what I really like about that is that with the serum, it's going to be that step that feels like that workhorse, that feels a lot more, it feels like it's nourishing. It feels like it's working. It feels I think a really, really, I mean, it just feels more awake. I think that's what we're looking for. It's a treatment. Let's put it that way. It's a treatment serum. So if you want to treat your skin, that's going to be for you. It goes on after cleansing. It helps your skin look plumper, smoother, more alive, glowing. It's that little glow. I've got a lot of people who are following along right now. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. I love that you're here. Hi, Harry. I know we do have a ton of 5-star reviews. And it's an amazing science-backed formulation, which I think is so true for you guys. There's a lot of influencer brands out there. There's a ton of stuff that's got movie stars behind it or 20-year-olds putting it on. This is specifically scientifically backed for mature skin. Mature skin usually starts in your 40s. So if you're over 40, this is for you. So when I was using this, no matter when you use it, morning or night, you press it into your skin, a couple little drops. So you just kind of just press. Leave it soak in there for just, a couple seconds before you put that moisturizer on top of it. And it layers beautifully underneath your moisturizer. I think that this is going to be just the ticket. If you want to try one product, this is it. So if you say, where should I start? Start with the serum. It is the biggest workhorse for only $79. Funny thing is, I went over to the Big Bullseye store and said, okay, what are their serums going for? They have a serum that it's basically 1 or 2 ingredients, 1 active. I'm packed with actives, and it's over $100. So that is at the Bullseye store. So you are getting such a big bang for your buck here. And again, it's going to last you 60 days. So it's that little luxury step that you're going to use. And it's still super, super easy. That's what I want you guys to know. Like 4 steps in the morning, 4 steps at night. That's it. So now we've cleansed, right? We've used our hit restart. We've used our serum. So now we've treated. Now it is time to seal it all in with a moisturizer. And we're going to be talking about my Bright Side Day Cream. So here's the Bright Side. And I think what you're going to love about the Bright Side is that it's so easy. Everything you need is all in here. Vitamin C, that's sort of the non-negotiables. Vitamin C, folic acids are in here. You're going to see on the box, let me grab that box for you. The box is going to also tell you all of these Act 1. There's a big, huge other brand that's for menopausal skin. Their only active is Act 1. That's one of our hero ingredients. So you're going to see you've got squalene, which is another big anti-aging midlife skin thing. We've got squalene and Act 1 in here. We've got folic acids. We've got vitamin C, which is, according to all the TikTokers, the Instagrammers, all of that, those are some of the non-negotiables, but I've got them all in one. So this is your day cream. Day cream is simply a daytime moisturizer, which I'm so excited for you. It'll tell you you're on step 3. That's it. Super simple, right? Now, I'm going to show you how to open it. You're going to go, really? You're going to show me how to open a jar? Yes, because some people get home and they twist the lid off. You don't have to do that. You just simply pop the lid off, and it has a airless compressor. Do you see how it just delivers the exact amount? One of my best girlfriends, she said, I unscrewed it. What do I do next? I'm like, no. Screw that top back on and just press. So it delivers you that exact amount. It's super lightweight. That's important with a daytime moisturizer, right? It's going to be super, super, super lightweight. And what I think you're going to love about it is that it feels not heavy, not greasy. It's not trying to be a night cream, right? It is a day cream. It's that daytime moisturizer. It is the one that's going to help your skin feel softer. It's going to give it that glow. And when it all gets pushed in and feels amazing, right, then you're going to go ahead and be able to put that makeup on. So this is for the person who looks in the mirror and says, my makeup feels like it's just settling into the cracks and crevices. It's your barrier, right? It's your skin. It's your outer wrapper that needs to be treated. It doesn't mean you need to add more makeup. It means you need a better moisturizer, and that's what you're doing. But it's more than a moisturizer, right? You need that. What I think is important to know is that this is for all skin types. And where is my jar? Here you go. It will let you know exactly how to use it. Apply to a clean face and neck each morning until fully absorbed. That's simple. $69, and it will last you over 60 days. I love that it delivers the exact amount that you need, and you're going to go ahead and use it after your Plump It Up serum. So you've cleansed, right? You've treated, and now Oh, my puppy's in the bathroom taking a little drink. You see him back there? Somewhere? Oh, I can't see him. And then you've got your day cream, which is going to be your moisturizer. So your skin is going to feel hydrated and soft. I think that you're going to just fall in love with it, especially at that great price, $69. Now, I fell into the same trap, gang, as you guys all did. I tried all the super expensive, like crazy expensive moisturizers thinking, well, they must be something different about it, right? I have drawerfuls of it. And you guys know that I've sold a million different products, right? I took all the best things that I learned, right? And worked with the cosmetic chemist and said, let's get them into one product. A lot of you will say, I'm going to use something only during the days. That's what our Bright Side is for. So again, hydration, it feels amazing. $69 is going to get that home. So that is going to be your step. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's coughing. Go lay down, Cooper. My dog, by the way, you guys, is almost 17 years old. And that's his bark, his little bark. So cute. So that's going to be your day cream. Now, let's just say that, okay, you've gone through your day. You've had the day, right? You've gone to work. Hopefully your makeup, you can tell the difference. It's laying on your face really beautifully after your steps, right? Now, I'm going to skip ahead and say, okay, what is your step 4? Your step 4 is wide awake. Let me give you sort of the 411 on wide awake. This is that little refresh step for tired looking eyes. I'm going to take my glasses off for this one because it's simple, and I always give serums a shake, by the way. And this is the one that I use every morning and every night. Literally 2 drops is all you need. It will last you over 60 days. So I put 2 drops on my finger. I will pat that in, and even over makeup, I just put this in all the way around the lids. Cooper, I hear you. He's barking at me. And then you put it all the way in the cracks and crevices. They can go all the way around the lids. So that is going to be the finishing touch. This is for those eyes that you're saying, I slept 8 hours. I don't know why I look so tired, right? This is going to be for you. Let me get my glasses back on. So that tiny amount that you're going to be using, buddy, there he went back to his bed, is $49. And you will see on the back of the box, let me find you that, the back of the box, that is going to be step 5. Now that's only if you're considering night cream one of your steps as well. So step 1, you're cleansing. Step 2, you're treating with the serum. Step 3 is the day cream. This is your step 4. That is going to happen daytime and nighttime. This will last you easily a couple months. Okay, I'm going to shut this door so Cooper can't come in and keep barking at me. He wants to go out. So again, hormone-free. It's going to be cruelty-free, vegan. Again, women-founded, sulfate and paraben-free. I think that's super important. And at $49, this will last 3 months for sure. For 3 months. That's 2 times daily. Tap, 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 gentle, gentle. Why do we need something different than just using our moisturizer? Let me show you one more time. In our moisturizer, which is our day cream, you see the consistency? Even though it's a beautiful consistency for our face, that is too thick for around your eyes. It's not going to work. The skin around your eyes is thin enough, no matter what your age is, that you're going to need something with a smaller molecule. That smaller molecule is what you're going to find in the serums. So the Wide Awake Eye Serum has got that smaller molecule. Again, you can see that. So that it will settle in. You press it in. If your skin around your eyes is dry, crepey, dark circles, puffing, there's a little bit of caffeine in here, so that will actually depuff your eyes right away in the morning. I love to use it and press in either a gua sha tool. If you guys don't know what that is, let me show you. I've got mine handy right here. A gua sha tool is something that you're going to use in the mornings. Here it is. Under my toothbrush, under the toothpaste, you guys. Gua sha tool. And I will just go ahead and put that serum on. You don't need that. You can just pat in, but it feels good because the jade gua sha, nice and cooling. And a lot of times I'll make it in rose quartz, something like that. It's elegant. It's not a heavy feeling at all. It is not an eye cream again. It is a serum, smooth, wide awake look. Now, if you want that look to go ahead and, tighten up, give it a second before you put your eye makeup on. You do not need a lot. You don't. And you don't need to tug at it. This is not the area where we want to be pressing or dragging because your eye area is so very delicate. Wide awake is really for the mornings when your calendar goes, okay, yep, we're busy. But your face says, no, absolutely not. We're not busy today, but you have to be, right? So now you've seen all 4 of those. Those are the ones that you're going to do in the morning. But let's go into the night cream. The night cream is, when we call it a night cream, it's really a treatment cream, right? Nighttime is where you build all of that resilience back up. It's when you, your skin is really revitalizing, refreshing, rehabilitating itself, right? So we named it Deep Pause. Deep Pause is your night cream. And it's so interesting because the people who get this home are obsessed with it. So we love that. Oh, Harry's saying, Cooper. I know, Cooper's so crazy. Again, this is super simple. Think of it as a nighttime moisturizer. At night, most of us want something that is very comforting, right? A little bit more cushiony, a little bit more creamy, thicker, a little bit more hydrating. That is what Deep Pause is. Again, you're going to pop the jar off. I'm going to show you what happens when you unscrew it. I mean, it's just like a weird lid then, right? You don't need to do that. Look how thick it is. Super thick. So all you're going to do is pop the lid off. And again, it will deliver the exact amount that you need. That's all you need to do your whole entire face, neck, and décolleté. Don't stop here. Go all the way down to here. But this is how thick that is. It's a super, super cushiony, beautiful evening cream for your skin. And when you press this in after you've used your serum, it is pure luxury. And the crazy thing is, for my night cream, it's $79. $79 is going to give you, for sure, 60 days or more. But look at how much cream you're getting. I'm not telling you to just be really super stingy. It delivers exactly the amount you need. And you're going to go ahead and put that in all of your neck, all of your décolleté. And it's the product that you use when your makeup is off, everything feels better, right? It's your day is over and it's time for your skin to get to relax, right? That's what it's for. I absolutely love when, my day is over. Super important to start it with a cleanser. Then you've got your serum, right? Then you've got your Deep Pause. Your Deep Pause is exactly what's happening. We're giving your skin a pause. And that's going to be $79. So Bright Side, that's your day cream, right? So this is sort of like the dynamic duo. Bright Side is your day cream. That's going to be at $69. And then Deep Pause is your nighttime moisturizer. This feels a little bit more richer and comforting than that daytime. This is a little bit more of a protectant, a little bit more lighter, hydrating. Both of them are super, super hydrating because I think that this is going to be that important moment when you're saying, I need to have hydration in my skin. Yes, absolutely. Oh, side note. I went to see the dermatologist the other day because it was time for my annual skin check, which I always tell people you should do that. And I was asking him, I said, what's the deal about, how can I explain to people better? Because he knows that I've got my own product line. How can I explain better about moisturizers? And he said this, the little spots and bruises you get, like if you bump into something and you'll get like a red spot on your arm. I'm like, what is that? And he goes, your skin is begging you for hydration. So it's not just hydration to feel good. It's hydration to absolutely have your skin health back. That's what we're doing. So this is the one that gets you ready for the daytime. This is the one that gets you ready for nighttime. It's like your night, we're going to bed. This is, it's a way to apply this a little slower to the face and the neck and the chest, make it part of my evening wind down routine. It's skincare, but it's also like a little moment for you, right? So it's your moment to like feel good. And it's got everything. Let's look at those. Ingredient deck. When you look at the active ingredients, again, this will be on the back of the box. You're going to see argireline in here. There is plant estrogens in here. You've got licorice extract. Oh, when people say, what is the fragrance? Licorice extract, which is a licorice root, is not black licorice scent, but it's got a spa kind of plant scent to it, and that's only found in the Deep Pause. There's no other fragrances in it. It's not added. There's aloe vera. You can see here, this Unisterin Y50. That is a really super important cutting edge plant estrogen. But again, no hormones, hormone free. So when you hear me using the words plant estrogen, it still means it's hormone free, but it's specifically for estrogen depleted skin. When is your estrogen depleted? pretty much when you start hitting, like 40. That's why it's for you. So when we finish with the night cream, don't forget, we're still using that Wide Awake Eye Serum after our daytime routine and after our nighttime routine. So 4 steps in the morning, 4 steps at night. Really easy, right? Okay, so let's look at that full routine together. I want to make sure that I get it all. In the morning, hit restart, right? Then plump it up face serum. Then you're going to moisturize with the day cream. So here's your 3 steps. And always add, let me see if I can do this all together so you can see. Then always add, this is your daytime. See the pretty light blue, like, hey, it's sunshiny, right? This is your morning, okay? At night, again, we're going to hit restart. We're still going to use our Plump It Up face serum because this is your treatment product. You're going to go with the night cream, and on top of it, you're going to add in the Wide Awake Eye Serum. So this is going to be your nighttime routine. 4 super easy, simple steps. Nothing is going to fight with each other. If you're using something else in your routine right now that you love, if you want to layer another serum in, like a vitamin C or something else, you can feel free to do that. None of this is going to argue and fight with the rest of it. That's your routine. It's easy, it's elegant, and every product knows its job, knows its lane, knows where to stay, knows what to do. 5 products, 2 simple routines, morning and night. So what I think is important, you guys, if you wanted skincare that feels really simple, this is it. If you wanted skincare that is made for midlife skin, this is absolutely it. And if you wanted skincare that's elevated, this is it, but not at a crazy price point. I encourage you guys to go ahead and head to the big department stores. Ask them what they know about it. I mean, it's usually kids that are there on a part-time job. Love that they're doing it, love that they're working, but that's really not where you're going to find your skincare that's made for you. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to build this 50-piece, Korean skincare thing. I love Korean skincare, don't get me wrong, but it's super, super complicated. You don't have to build this routine from scratch. It's all built for you. Pause and Effect is for you guys. Full system, easy 5-step. Now, I wanted to give you guys just sort of another thing. Like, people are like, I did a big event last night for 40 women. And I got asked the question, like, why didn't you just retire, when you were done working at Shop HQ? I wanted women to have skincare that understood the chapter that we're in right now. I wanted women to have something that was made for them. What was happening in the beauty industry was all for 20-year-olds and all for 30-year-olds. So many women out there, when I found this at this event that I did last night, are doing all the right things, right? They're, following the right nutrition guidelines. They're getting out and being active. They're working on their movement. They've got community connections. They're working on relationships. They're traveling. They're building businesses. They're raising families. They're helping with aging parents. They're becoming grandmothers. Yay, grandma. They're starting over. They're showing up, right? And then they look in the mirror and they're like, okay, why isn't the wrapper matching my skin? Why is my wrapper not matching my insides, I should say? I feel strong and vibrant on the inside. I want to look strong and vibrant on the outside. That is your skincare. And all I'm asking is to give it a try. This is the gap that I wanted to fill. And when I was talking to this group of women last night at this big event, most of them were there because they were already doing yoga and Pilates and cold plunging and sauning. But they had the exact same questions that I had. It's like, all right, I feel 30 on the inside. It's not about trying to look 25. It's about looking cared for. It's about looking polished. It's about looking hydrated and looking like yourself again. So it was such an interesting sort of aha moment last night because I had women, we had women in their late 20s all the way into their mid 60s, and everybody wanted to know about skincare. Like, what's the real deal? So we're not chasing youth, right? Those 20 something years old, I'm like, good for you girls that you're more worried about skincare now. Stay out of the sun. We're not chasing youth. We are caring for the skin that we are in now. So if you're wondering is it for you? It's for you if you're saying to yourself, my skin feels drier. My skin doesn't feel like it used to. My makeup doesn't sit the way it used to. If you've been wanting skincare that felt really simple and elevated, that's it. If you want a routine that's not 14 steps, this is it. If you want something that's beautiful and grown up, this is it. It's for grown up skin. This is exactly who I made it for. It was for you guys that want something simple. So 5 steps. Cleanse, $39. Serum, that's treating, $79. Day cream, which is your day moisturizer, $69. Wide Awake eye serum, that's going to be $49. So you can get into a full routine for a fraction of the cost of what you're finding out in the department stores. So I'm super, super excited, you guys. And thanks so much for shopping. I know that a lot of you guys ordered. The Wide Awake eye serum was by far the runaway hit on my first show. I love that you guys have loved it. So, and thanks those of you who have been purchasing and watching. I love that you're with me. I'm going to try to do some TikToking. And we're going to try to do that with Shop HQ. So that's going to happen next. We'll try to do some live TikTok shows. Really easy for you guys to shop that way also. And make sure you're following along at Shop HQ. They're doing at Shop HQ official on TikTok, so you can watch that as well. Again, one more time, you guys. You know, if you've shopped with us before, you know my name is Kathy Norton. I've been doing Shop HQ for over 20 years. But when I saw the missing puzzle piece was skincare, I wanted to work with the top cosmetic chemist in the all of North America, and make something that was specifically for this era, this age. So I'm so glad you're shopping with me. I'm super, super happy you're here. And again, any questions, you guys go ahead and shop at Shul. Make sure I get those. Or you can follow me along at Pause and Effect on Instagram, Pause and Effect on Facebook, also YouTube and TikTok. So we're there for you. Thanks, you guys. Have a great and fabulous weekend. And I will see you guys